Boy, Steph Curry's got about 2 to 3 good seasons left, and it is all being wasted on absolutely nothing. Curry's longevity is insane, but nobody's talking about it because we're all too focused on LeBron in his 80th season. Steph Curry still has a chance at a ring if the front office would just do something about it. 2 years ago in the 2024 offseason, the Bulls offered up Alex Caruso in exchange for Jonathan Kuminga. Now explain to me why, as the Warriors, you would let that trade fall through your hands. Why are we holding on to Jonathan Kuminga? We're talking about a non-defined role player with no clear role on the team versus a certified 3-and-D all NBA defender who doesn't need the ball in his hands much, by the way, which is exactly what someone like Steph Curry needs around him. They're focused too much on developing young talent like Brandon Podziemski instead of developing more what they already have in Steph Curry. He's still producing at MVP elite levels. Look, I understand the perspective, right? You want to build up the youth and develop them so you have like a decade of dominance in the league, right? But we're talking about Brandon Podziemski here. All right, slow down. At best, you'll get a ring, maybe two in the future, in the next 10 years, right? But you have Curry here, right now, still producing. If you just put real solid pieces around him, he could bring you a ring or two in the next couple of years. To be fair, when they got Jimmy Butler like a year or two ago, I thought that was a pretty good move for the Warriors. Now, don't get me wrong, Jimmy's my guy, right? As a Heat fan, you know what I'm saying? He did us well. He brought us to the finals twice. Thank you, Jimmy. It's all love. But he absolutely fleeced the Warriors. I mean, this man's contract is insane for what he's putting out. And to make matters worse, their lineup is undersized as always. Their only player above 6'7" is their center, Quinton Post. This man is averaging 4 rebounds, yep, 4 rebounds, and 8 points on terrible efficiency. I don't care that you just made that three. You suck. Respectfully, bro. Now, what they need to do, not just for Steph, but for the organization, so basically for Steph, is to get some rim pressure. Get somebody who draws a heavy paint presence to open up the spacing a little bit, right? Because when you guard the Warriors, you kind of just you play more outside the arc, right? You're watching more for 3 pointers and whatnot. There's not really much of a rim threat, and or get somebody who can do a little bit of shot creating. Because my goodness, without Steph on the floor, they look like a bunch of headless chickens, and the numbers don't lie. We don't need another superstar. We just need somebody who can do a little bit, not even much, just a little bit to take the load off of Steph. Because man, his body cannot handle what he has to do. He's gonna break down eventually if he has to drop 50 every single night just to win a dang game. Steph has been nothing but loyal to this franchise. He hasn't been involved in any drama. He hasn't brought any bad attention. He's brought 4 rings. He's put the Golden State Warriors on the map. Let's be real. They wouldn't be half of what they are without what Curry has done. So he's literally made this franchise like a top three. When you think basketball, you think Curry, you think Golden State Warriors. That's one of the first things that comes to mind. That's all because of him, right? What have they given him in return? Nothing. It's been 7 years since they've given him something to work with. But what did they do? They let go of Jordan Poole, which helped brought a chip to Golden State. Why would they let go of the only promising thing for the future? Who knows? Who knows? Now, all this isn't to trash on the Warriors or say that they have bad management or bad coaching staff, right? They're a solid franchise, and I have the utmost respect for them, genuinely. But they just got to do more for Steph, you know? It's not about just respecting him, it's about making the most of him. Think about it. If you do your job to the best of your abilities and you put key players around Steph, not only are you helping him do better for his career, but you're helping your own career. The more you win, the more you get paid. The more you get paid, the more you stay in the job. Hey, let's see what they can do with this last 2 to 3 years, bro.